Time is ticking away quickly, and if I don't get it in gear fast, I'm going to fall even farther behind in the Magical Readathon. Hi, y'all. I'm Allison, and I am at time blocking the whole readathon, taking classes over at Orilium Academy. I've got 10 books, and I can only read during designated times of the day. And I'll be reading all 10 books at once. So it's quite the little experiment. So here is my calendar for the day. It's another full day, and I'm only on day 2. I'm very nervous and scared because I feel like I've bitten off way more than I can chew this time. But hopefully I will manage to prevail. My first class for the day is Apothecary Keeper. But before we can get to that, I gotta find out what's going on because, Nasilla, she had another little card slipped under her door. She noticed it when she woke up first thing this morning. And since I am mentoring her through her journey over at Orilium Academy, everything that happens to her happens to me as well. So let's see what fate has in store for us. We got our handy little fate deck. Because Nasilla last year, her and Fenris, her little wolf familiar, kind of got on the bad side of these 3 girls at school. They are sisters or cousins, I can't remember, and they're related to the original fates. So one's a little more vengeful than the other. One is kind of neutral, and there is a nicer sister in the group. So they've each had a hand in this deck. So it could be good, bad, or neutral. Let's find out what's going to happen today. Ace Pop Quiz. Earn 30 minutes of reading after all classes tonight. That is awesome. I need it because I missed the first week of April. So I am already behind. And exams are coming quick because here we are on the calendar. Yeah. 30 minutes could go a long way. Okay, it doesn't say that I have to use it on any particular book. I would say since it's a pop quiz, and I'm going to make it from one of the books today, but I will get an extra 30 minutes tonight, provided that I have that 30 minutes to spare. That will be the little kicker. We'll find out. Okay, so my first book today, Apothecary Keeper class. I'm so excited. It's Well, That Was Unexpected by Jessie Q. Sutanto, one of my all-time favorite authors. I've yet to find a book of hers that I didn't absolutely love. And this is a Once Upon a Book Club, so there's going to be presents. It feels like I haven't opened one of those in ages, so this is a great way to start my day. I will start a separate video vlogging the book, the reading experience, as well as opening the gifts on camera. That will be spoiler free. So keep an eye out for this video, probably sometime in May. I don't think I'll get to it in April because I've really got my hands full. Okay, I have 1 hour with this. It's like 9:02. I also have to take Finley and Lily to the vet today just for routine stuff. I got another busy day in front of me. So there's no time to chat. I will be back when it's time to move on to my next morning class. Bye. Okay, I finished my morning class. It's crazy. And I absolutely loved it. It's so much fun and so hard to put down. I didn't get to the first gift, but I did start a separate video for this. So we'll have more on that during that video. And it's about 10:20. So if I hurry and rush off to elemental studies, I get an hour and a half with Victoria before I have to take the animals to the vet. And I think I've got it'll time it perfectly because it takes me 10 minutes to get to the vet. So there's no time to talk. I have to run off to class. And I'm going from a contemporary rom-com set in Indonesia to Victorian England and diving back into the beginning of Queen Victoria's reign. All right, I will see y'all this afternoon. Bye. I'm back and it's now 9 o'clock at night. I'm going to be in trouble. But first, let's backtrack. Took the animals to the vet. Everybody's doing good. Got the rabies shots, all of that fun stuff. And I'm happy to report Finley's gums are still doing well. If you didn't know, he has some kind of a condition. I forget what it's called. Begins with a G. Anyway, his body attacks the roots of his teeth and causes all sorts of gum trouble, all this stuff. His breath used to smell like he was eating out of a litter box. It was disgusting. And it turned out that was all the decay and bacteria that was going on. But our vet, thank God he's so good, because they discovered by accident, not my vet, just vets in general, that there is an injection that older cats can get for arthritis. And a side effect is it cures whatever causes this gum irritation, where the body no longer attacks the roots of their teeth. So he's responding really well. In fact, it's been a while since his last shot. He was doing it like once a month. And hopefully there is a chance that he'll outgrow this condition by the time he's 2 years old. Otherwise, they would have just pulled all of his teeth. So it's going really good for him. So yay, Finley. He gets to keep his teeth so he can nibble on me. And no, actually, I'm really happy and relieved. So if you didn't know about that and you have a cat that ends up with, really stinky breath, go have him checked at the vet. That might be what's going on, and have him look into the arthritis side effects. Okay. Or even better, if that does happen to you, send me a comment or email or something, and I will get the name of the medicine, and then you can hopefully save your cat's teeth too. Okay, but back to my school, the Orilium. Okay, I did go to my afternoon classes, no problem. That one was City of Lost Souls, because I think I already mentioned that I did do my last class for the morning. Victoria's still really loving this book. Although there are times when you're like, girl, what were you thinking? Because she's like 18, 19 during this book. So she's still learning the ropes. So good. On that book, they did have it blurbed on the front. If you like Downton Abbey and The Crown, then you would love this book. So far, definitely, if you like The Crown, you would love this book. I don't see a connection to Downton Abbey. I think they were just kind of trying to ride the coattails on that one. But definitely, there is a similarity to The Crown. And I did my 2 hours with City of Lost Souls. I've made pretty substantial progress. But while I was in the middle of this class, I realized I goofed this morning. Huge blunder. Why my teacher didn't call me out on it, I don't know. But it occurred to me, I went to Apothecary Keeper class this morning, right? And the prompt for that book is flowers on the cover. Well, that was unexpected. Well, yes, there are flowers on this cover. This was not the approved book for that class, and my teacher didn't catch me. It was supposed to be 10,000 Doors of January. This is the Bog Cataloger book class. And if you look at my calendar, I wasn't supposed to start this until Thursday, so I cheated and got an extra hour with this. So what I'm going to do is Thursday, when the first Bog Cataloger class comes up, I am going to instead read this one to kind of make up for it. So I don't get back into this book until Friday, which is just evil because I was loving it. Although I wasn't quite sure at the beginning, because the beginning started out a little, I was just like, I don't know where, but I did ultimately love it. And I can't wait, but I have to wait till Friday, and it's torture because I didn't even get to open the first present, but I did start the video. So I had to redo my bookmark because that's where I goofed. I didn't check anything. I just grabbed the bookmark and I had done them wrong. So I redid all my bookmarks, got that corrected. And like I said, Thursday night, I will just read 10,000 Doors instead of January, and then everything will be back on track. So that brings us to tonight. It's already after 9 p.m. I haven't started my night classes. Nope. So I have, let's look at today, Tuesday, 3 hours of class. Plus I get from my fake card this morning, I did the Ace the Pop quiz and I get an extra 30 minutes. It's probably 9:15. And my cutoff was 1 o'clock. So I don't have any time to do anything but read. By the time it's time for bed, my brain's just going to be mush, because I also edited a video today. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep up this schedule, but I'm going to try. So wish me luck. I will check back in. Probably going to go to my first class, which will be Aragon. I get an hour for dragon riding, and that is the proper book. And then after that, I have animal studies. I don't know what that is. So when I come to that class, I will come back and let you know. So I will see you hopefully in an hour. Wish me luck. Okay, I am back. It's like 12:20 now, as in midnight. I did my hour with Aragon. I am so loving this. I haven't read this type of book in a very long time, and it's just so much fun. I'm actually surprised how much I'm enjoying it. I mean, I knew I would like it. I just didn't expect to find myself as captivated by it as I actually am. So I don't know why. I think because I remember the movie. God, they destroyed that movie. Was just terrible. I don't know if y'all ever saw it or if you remember it. It was just such a shame, because I really loved this trilogy, and it's been ages since I've read it, and now I remember why I loved it so much. So I'm really looking forward to continuing this class, and I did make pretty good progress in it. I am now on page 104. And oh, I will get to read this one again tomorrow, so that is awesome. And then I had animal studies. So I finally started in the Courts of the Sun. And this one, it's got very small print. And it is slow going. It's very scientific, which I kind of expected, but not to the level that it's at. If I wasn't reading this one for Orilium, if it wasn't a class, and I think it was just on my TBR, I think I probably would have started it and then set it down and read everything else and maybe have gone back to it. I think this would have been an easy DNF for me, because I am not scientifically minded at all. It's just, science and math, and it's just not how my brain works. No. I'm more along history, books, stories, the creative side of life more than the analytical. So it is I'm starting to warm up to it. I don't hate it, and I think it's more curious to see if I'm actually going to enjoy it. It's not necessarily curiosity about the story. It's more as curious with my reaction to it. So I will make as much progress on it as I can during school and see, maybe it will really grab a hold of me, but when I get farther into it, because I am reading this very slowly. I do average about 60 pages an hour. It's about a page a minute. And I read this for the full 2 hours, undivided attention and everything, and I only got to page 58. So I am reading this at half my normal speed. So even after 2 hours, I'm still kind of ambivalent to it. It's starting to grow on me a little bit. I know Whitney from TBR's Den, she has this book as well, and said it's been sitting on her shelves for, I guess, years, same as me, and she was curious to see if it was going to be worth it. If you're scientifically minded and you like all of that, it talks about game theory a lot, which I knew was going to be a big proponent of it, but the very beginning of it, a lot has gone completely over my head, and I'm just kind of smiling and nodding and going along with it. Hasn't really gotten into the Aztec part of it, or even the 2012, the whole Mayan calendar, end of the world kind of thing. I wouldn't call it, it's not like one of those apocalypse movies or anything like that, at least at this point. So I'm curious to see how I'll feel about it after the next one. It might take, I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take me to actually form a real opinion on this one. But I think it would be a very easy DNF to where I'd be like, yeah, I don't care. It's not to say it's bad. It's just, it's very dry, very slow. It's more imparting information. The main character is kind of talking to you, kind of giving their own history. And all of this is kind of still leading up. It's all setting the groundwork for what's... I have no idea. We will see. So right now, this is the class that I am just kind of dragging my heels for. And it's just like, oh, thank God the bell rang. Now, if you look at today's calendar, you'll notice Animal Studies. I still have a full class after that one, and that is Shape-Shifting, which is supposed to be Among Beasts and Briars. And I was really enjoying that book. I am enjoying that book. I'm looking forward to get back into it. But we're sneaking up on 12:30 already. Finley is not a very patient cat in the morning, and he will be waking me up whether I want to get up or not. And he will be demanding his breakfast. If I don't get up, he like uses his claws. He's cut my lip before, and I'm always afraid he's going to get my eye. So when the cat says I have to get up, I get up. He has trained me very, very well. So I don't think my brain can handle more today. I've done a lot of reading, also edited video. It's been a very non-stop day, and I still have 3 more days before the weekend. So I think I'm going to skip my last class of the day. And this was supposed to be, I earned an extra 30 minutes after all of my classes tonight. I can't even finish my last class. I'm going to ditch it. I'm not going to go. So this doesn't say that this has to be done on the same day. It's just, I don't earn it until after all my classes tonight. So I don't know, maybe I can use this 30 minutes tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. For now, I'm just going to set it aside. I may have to sacrifice that since I'm skipping my last class. I don't know. We'll leave that decision for later. Hopefully I won't forget about it. But I am going to call it because I need to get a good night's sleep so I can make it to my class tomorrow. So I have a chance of making my morning classes. Those morning classes are tough. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I set up the schedule. All right. I am going to call today mostly a success, other than the last class, and that's okay. So I will see y'all day after tomorrow to see how my 3rd day will go. I hope to see you then.